my wife been together 9 years. I stopped being her favorite comic like 8 years and 9 months ago.
Oh,
yeah.
I am so far from my wife's favorite comic.
Yeah.
So far, her favorite comic, without a doubt, is David Tell. Without a doubt.
She's got great taste. Yeah.
Well, when she first met me, she said, "You're not." My wife's pretty brutal. She's like, you should be funnier than that." And I was like, "Huh?" She's like, "You're it's really dumb. What you're saying is really dumb. You should be. I think you're smarter than what you're doing on stage." And I was like, "It works. It's like you can't explain to someone I'm young and it fucking works.
Right.
And I'm trying to figure it out." And so I didn't know if I should value her sense of humor, and I could not love her because I agreed with her a little bit, but if she was just a bad taste of comedy and was like, "God, you know who I love? Have you heard of Yakov Smirnoff?" And I'm like, "Oh my fucking God." So I put in Skanks for the Memories in my car. Didn't say anything. I was testing her. This is how I was going to find out if I could marry this chick. I put in Skanks for the Memories in the car, and she was crying, laughing, and I was like, she's like, "What is this?" I go, "This is David Tell." And so I test her out. I put in Brian Regan, crying, laughing. Her favorite comics are she not a big fan of Tom's. She does not like Two Bears, One Cave. But she loves Ian Bagg. She loves David Tell. She loved Mitch Hedberg. And it's funny, I've introduced them to my daughters. My oldest daughter adores David Tell. Right, very analytical brain. My youngest daughter likes him, but my youngest daughter's favorite comic's Mitch Hedberg. And then I said, my older daughter said about Mitch Hedberg, she goes, "Is this guy high?" And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "So he does drugs?" And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Is he still alive?" I said, "No." She goes, "How did he die?" I said, "Drug overdose." She goes, "So this is sad technically." And I was like, "Well, you're taking the fucking fun out of it, George." I was like, "Jesus, don't follow my career."
Yeah, it's you don't want to think about the sausage being made when you're eating the sausage. Jesus Christ. I mean, the heroin helped him for a while. I mean, it helped him do that.
I mean, look, I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to say anything, but like I
want you to say it now. Whatever that is going to be good.
Go ahead, let it out. Let it out.
There's something sexy about it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's take a
shit. Maybe you should have kept that in.
There's something.
Don't kill yourself, kids.
There's something sexy about it. Like when, I mean, you probably were you doing stand up when Mitch was alive?
Yes.
Okay.
I was young in it, but yeah.
So I was not young in it. I was on the road, and you would hear and there was an allure about him. He had no social media presence. You just hear stories like, they pulled him over at the fucking Houston airport, and he almost lost his leg, and you're like, what? I don't mean this in a bad way, but there is something sexy to someone who's out of control, and there's like there's something Googleable about it. I mean, I'm being serious, and I wonder if in therapy I've been drawn to it because like John Belushi, right? Chris Farley, like these legends that there's something Artie. There's something sexy to hearing these stories.
Yeah.
Jim Morrison.
Dude.
Yeah.
Same with rock and roll, right?
Same with rock and roll.
I think
okay, you ready? You want to get deep? You want to get deep? Okay, very deep. I brought this up to Pete the other day. So hold on. We all like Foo Fighters?
I do love Foo Fighters, yeah.
David Grohl,
Did you like Nirvana?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's amazing that he was the drummer of that band, and then two legendary bands. It's like nuts. Yeah.
However, had Kurt Cobain never killed himself, would we have ever gotten Foo Fighters? and
no, we wouldn't.
What if?
Let me go even further. If we didn't have slavery,
would we have
rap music?
we have great art.
We have great art. Will we have great music? We have breakdancing.
I think the beauty is people can turn struggle into something beautiful. That's what's allurable about
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Even if they kill themselves and die in a bathtub.
Or even if
but
they get whipped for eating chicken.
But like take a look at all those bands that were big at the times, and then just kind of and then you're like, I don't know, like I'm not fans. I don't really follow them anymore. Like look at Hole, great fucking band, and then you look at her now, and you're like, okay, that's great. But like almost what's crazy is, in the most legendary way, Kurt Cobain preserved all this art for the rest of your life. It will be one of the greatest rock bands ever, and then selflessly gave us another great fucking rock band. Selflessly. Kurt
Cobain, when he was pulling the trigger, he was like, I can't keep holding David Grohl back anymore.
I'm doing it for you, Dave.
I'm doing it for you, Dave Grohl.
But like there is a thought bubble in that where
Right.
you go, without that act, he he cements himself as a legend.
Right.
Cements himself, and then gifts the world, there goes my hero.
Extraordinary.
Dude, what a fucking, like,
I can't hear that song without opening my windows and screaming it out the door.
if Tom Segura overdoses on Ozempic,
And then we start one bear, one Greek. And it's the greatest fucking thing of all time. Tom did a selfless act by making us fucking do one bear, one. What would
bear,
it
one
be
Greek.
called? One
Greek bear.
the fig and the
the fig and the orzo. What do you guys call
Yeah.
bears?
yeah, I don't know.
Probably orzo.
Orzo maybe. Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
I don't speak Greek, but I speak make-believe Greek.
So
Wait, was I speaking make-believe languages the other day?
I don't know. Let me call Leanne.
Yeah, Jameson
Leanne,
will do
was
that
he?
to you.
Wait, what? Oh, I was doing it. I was speaking make-believe Spanish on
How much of your
Instagram.
life do you remember at this point?
I have a lot going on, so I remember a lot of it, but I don't remember stories.
Yeah.
Like I have a hard, like my closing bit on this special, I did not remember it. Like I was on stage and Georgia, my oldest, called and FaceTimed me. She's in college, so I answered immediately. I was like, "What's up?" She goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm on stage." She goes, "Oh, okay, I love you." And I go, she goes, "What bit are you telling?" And I said, "I'm not telling anything. I'm talking to you." And she goes, "You should tell the escape room." I go, "What's that?" She goes, "You remember we went to the escape room?" And I was like, Yeah. Wait, what happened? She goes, "Well, we brought Papa because Isla and I wanted to see him lose his shit." And I went, "Oh, yeah." And then everyone laughs. And she goes, "And we wanted you to have a panic attack?" I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "And then you guys thought we were in a serial killer's house?" And I was like, oh, yeah. And she was like, "And then Papa threw Nana on the floor?" And I go, yeah. And she goes, "Mom solved all the clues." And then you shit in Papa's mouth. And I'm like, "Oh, my God. Dude, keep going. And I go, "How did it end?" And she goes, "I don't remember," and hung up. I went, "Fuck, it didn't ending." But like, I don't remember. I can't really tag good stories while they're happening. I need someone to go, "Oh, you know what you should tell is that," and I'll go, "Oh, yeah, that would be good."
It sparks your memory.
Yeah.
You do got you like being this busy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
You're on the road every day. You're doing the festival with all those funny comics. You got the movie coming out. You got the special coming out. Then you fly into Austin. You do Two Bears with Tom. Then you party with everyone in America all the time.
Yeah. I fly to.
You're a busy guy.
I'm flying to Vegas tonight. Tom and I are doing a show tomorrow morning. Then we fly back.
Oh, I
to New
saw
York,
that. It's going to be awesome.
producing Shane Torres' special out at the Sultan Room.
Oh.
And then we fly back. Tom and I do Two Bears from L.A. Monday, Tuesday. I go back out on the road. I am on the road for 3 more weeks. Then I go to Australia. I come back from Australia. I got the movie premiere. And
Nice.
yeah, but I love it. I mean, look, here's the thing, and I don't mean to harp on this, but like, I was blessed to be a failure in this business, because once you know no one gives a fuck and you got to carve your way out, then when shit happens, you're like, I'm not letting go of this tiger's tail.
Right.
I'm holding on. If it fucking bites, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I'm making hay while the sun shines.
Right. Well, you are. The movie, Machine, it's based on the viral clip, The Machine.
Mm-hmm.
It looks fun and fucking funny.
It's fucking awesome. I mean, it's a fun movie. It's an adventure comedy, so I don't think anyone expected that. It's a reimagining of the story. So like when I sold it, I went into the room and I pitched 3 other movies that were all really good. I pitched one last night to one of my directors, and he was like, "Can we make this?" I had 3 good pitches, and then the guy Kale goes, "All right, I'll make one." I go, "What?" And he goes, "I'll make one. Which one do you want to make?" I was like, "What?" And he goes, "I'll make a movie with you. Let's do it." And I was like, I go, "Well, fuck." I go, "Honestly, man, if you're saying I get to make a movie, you give me $30 million, then I'm making The Machine." And he goes, "Why not?" And I said, "Because I'm afraid if I make it, that it'll be big and it'll get popular and the mafia will see it and they'll get mad and they'll fucking kidnap me."
But there's some
And he goes-
sexiness in that.
And he goes, "Sold."
Yeah.
I said, "What?" He goes, "Sold. That's your movie. That's your movie.
Yeah.
It's The Hangover meets The Godfather 2.
Oh, I
was
love
like,
it.
I didn't even understand it. When I walked out of the room, I went, "What the fuck did we just sell?" And then we made it, and it's fun. Dude, what's crazy is there were 2 trailers. There's a teaser, which I leaked on Rogan. There's a trailer, and then they got another trailer that had all the jokes from the movie in it. You know, when that you see one of those, and then you go see the movie, and you're like, "Oh man!" Well, I wanted that one because it was such a good fucking trailer. And our director was like, "No, we're not using that one because it'll ruin the movie." And I, even though I hate when they do that, I wanted them to do that. I didn't give a fuck. And they didn't. They did one where there's only like one joke from the movie in it, and the trailer was really popular. It went viral. Everyone was really excited. And so, yeah, Memorial Day weekend in theaters. You can go to themachine.movie to go see it. Get your tickets I'm also doing a thing where we're pre-selling tickets so that we can sell it out before it even hits theaters. So you don't have to like wait day of and see what your box office numbers are. So if you want to support the movie, go to themachine.movie.
It looks really fun. It's like exciting, funny. You look like you're great in it. It's a great story.
Skywalker too.
And Luke Skywalker's in it.
Yeah.
That's tough. His real name is Bruce Hamill.
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill. Shit, that sucks. That sucks that I called him Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker.
God damn
He
it.
doesn't care. He's cool as shit.
That's fucking because I know Harrison Ford's real name. That's what sucks about it. Why did that happen? Why did Luke
Harrison.
Skywalker? He's a star of the show, and why is he still Luke
If
Skywalker?
Harrison Ford killed himself, he wouldn't know Mark Hamill's name.
Right.
That's true.
Maybe that's what happened.
There's a dangerousness about Harrison Ford that Tom Selleck didn't have. Like Tom Selleck's great. He's great.
Right.
But there's something they wanted Tom Selleck to play the part. And you can see, I think you can see Harrison Ford read with other actors who they wanted to play. There's like
Solo? Solo?
Yeah. Mark Hamill, it told me everything. He told me so much behind the scenes gossip that I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, and then finally they were like, I think there's audition tapes of Harrison Ford reading for the other parts for the other people, like running sides with them, and I think they wanted Tom Selleck, but there's something dangerous. There's something like that's the thing about art. I'm not going to use comics names, but like I wish I could because then you'd get it. You'd go.
Say it. We'll bleep it.
Promise you bleep it.
Promise.
Because I don't want to get
Of
started.
course.
NFL.
Like
I'll bleep it. Right.
so fucking talented.
Right.
So fucking talented. But he works out really hard. He takes care of his body. He doesn't, like there's no drugs, there's no alcohol, there's no.
You need like a little flaw.
You need a fucking flaw.
Yeah.
You need a fucking flaw. You got to be broken a little bit
Right.
for people to go, God, I kind of want to catch it.
Right.
You know, I want to, but you can't have too much of flaws.
Right.
Like you can't be like, obviously there's some people who had some big flaws that came out and everyone's like, ah.
Right.
So, but yeah, you need a little
something.
little razzle dazzle.
What's me? If you were analyzing me, what should I play up and what should I play down? Am I broken enough? What's the problem with me?
No, I think
Sell me, fix me, be my manager. Tell me what to do.
The thing is, you're really dangerous and you're raw because you grew up here. There are things that the way you behave is very localized to this area, and people in other parts of the country are like, "Whoa, he said that," and you're like, "Oh, we grew up around everyone,"
Yeah.
Like, "Whoa, there's a dangerous," and you're smart as fuck. That's the other thing. You guys are all 100 times smarter than any of us, like especially out in LA, and even my generation of comics.
I don't buy that though.
Bullshit.
You're very smart.
You guys give a fuck. Oh, I'm smart in a different way.
Yeah.
You guys are smart about everything. Like you guys know like Harambe shit. Like I don't know who that fucking is. Like Jeffrey Epstein. I don't really give a fuck about him.
I don't know personally.
No, but you guys know like his thing. You know, like
yeah.
and like, ooh, did you hear about the financial crisis? And I'm like, I was like, is that a big thing?
Yeah.
Like you guys know about COVID, and I was like, I got it 7 times.
Right. So, but do you think New Yorkers could benefit a little more from marketing or thinking about that shit? Like what the people think about us?
No, it's why you guys are so successful is because you guys are unapologetically you. Yeah. You're unapologetically who you are. There's a part about LA comics, and I'm one of those, but there's a part of me that is a little apologetic, that I definitely don't take big swings on big topics because I don't like the heat and I don't give a fuck.